When I hear the title of the movie, I just think back a lot of times like us in the studio doing that record, not knowing what's gonna happen.
Straight Outta Compton, that was the best song of that album. It went right to the point. Wasn't no sugarcoating, nothing. This is where we from, this is how it is. And that was a song that didn't take long to make, a couple of days. That's it, 2 days probably.
Our whole message at that time was just putting Compton on the map. Because you had like East Coast groups, you know, they was yelling out the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, you know, nobody was yelling out Compton. We want to put Compton on the map.
Right now we are in Compton, California. It gets no realer than this. There's nothing fake here. Everything is real life. What you see, that's really what it is.
Eazy-E and Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, MC Ren, DJ Yella, they come from a very specific place. And to be able to visually capture that, that was really important.
Action!
Yeah, homies on the dirt bikes, you know, we had to make sure we was timed up at a nice, you know, we had to synchronize and, you know, everything was all good. It was a simple scene, but it's the details that make it real.
I like your Jerry curl, nigga.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Hip-hop is about being authentic. Ultimately, Straight Outta Compton had to be shot in Los Angeles in order to give you a sense of what the world was really like, and just the contrast of the sunny days and how beautiful it is, but how dangerous it is. It's like a Venus flytrap, something very pretty, but it can eat you alive if you get caught up. And you can't find that anywhere else.
Gotta stay concealed, you know?
In order to fight this war on drugs, they brought in the tanks.
And action!
Work. They're in. That was dope. Wow.
They have an actual house that they built, so it's like a duplicate.
Construction built the whole house. We rigged cables to specific points that we thought would help manipulate the whole wall coming out for Gary's shot.
Where'd you get hit?
The only thing that stayed out of all this, you'd almost think it was rigged, but it was meant to be.
Unfortunately, I remember this time back in the 80s where they used to really do this shit.
It's the infamous battering ram from the 80s, which is a motorized vehicle called a V100. It's got a 14-foot ram out in front of it. I drove the battering ram for this film.
It was definitely a game changer in that era of the 80s, 85, crack cocaine, rock houses. It would definitely pull up on the block. People would start flushing dope from 2 miles away because the battering ram was in the neighborhood.
It looks scary, man. I wouldn't want that thing in my living room. I know that much.
To actually be in the real places and knew it happened like it happened in those very same neighborhoods, you know, it takes it to the next level. Nothing is fake about it.
You would think that shooting Straight Outta Compton in Compton or Watts or South Central or LA would be dangerous, but it wasn't. People in the communities opened their arms and embraced us.
We've been in some really, really rough areas in Compton and in South Central, and it's just been nothing but love, man.
Shooting in LA was also important for some of the cultural details, like the lowrider. Every little detail that goes into a lowrider, from the rims and the tires and the paint jobs, there's something very LA specific.
When you live in Compton, man, you got a low ride.
This is LA, South Central, Crenshaw. Turn it up.
This particular scene is Crenshaw. Crenshaw consists of all the hot cars that you had in LA.
They had the Nissan Car Club, the VW Bug Club. We got Suzuki Sidekicks, you know what I mean? It felt like 89, you know, to the fullest, no doubt.
They're crazy cars. They freak me out. They catch on fire a lot, which apparently one did in the movie. One caught on fire and they got it on film.
I'm looking from across the parking lot. I'm like, is that a white guy hitting switches? Shit was crazy, man. They got Jerry Heller iced up with the fucking rope on, with the Lokes on.
I don't want to fuck my wig up.
It's going crazy right now, man.
Bro, y'all ready? Let's go. Have Gary doing his thing. You know, that's why I wanted him to shoot the movie, because I knew, you know, I wouldn't have to explain to him this part, you know. He's lived it. He grew up South Central Los Angeles. He knows everything it is about the group. So Gary Gray is the perfect director to shoot this. And speaking of the man himself, he's on his way doing his thing. So everything is right on time when it comes to NWA.